I want to talk about the limits of AI.
Okay, interesting topic.
The thing about AI is it can't inform you on the human experience because it's not human, but it will never be authentic. It will be, by definition, artificial.
This is a version of Benjamin's 1935 argument from authenticity. The argument has the general form: art created using certain practices is authentic in virtue of some property of that art. Art created using different practices, often based on emerging technology, particularly one that threatens the power base of existing artists, is inauthentic in virtue of lacking that particular quality. Generally speaking, the people who make the argument, one, ignore all previous versions of the argument as not being relevant, and also draw the boundary of acceptability at just the level of technology or practice or something else that they happen to do. What we have here, I believe, is a weaker version of this argument because it's based on an identity claim. In virtue of the creator, the art necessarily cannot have a particular quality essential to authenticity. The argument is relatively easily countered. To take this creator, they do not appear to be a woman, or of colour, or French. Therefore, one can argue that they cannot authentically create art about France. Here what we'll generally see is that the people employing the argument will say, no, that type of identity isn't important. It's only the type of identity which happens to include me that's important. This also seems to me both an arrogant argument and one which is refutable. It's arrogant because it doesn't really take into account the nature of the artwork and somebody's response to that artwork. And it can be easily proven or disproven by simply getting AI to create art and seeing what people's response to it is. Though also you might find that creators then say that people's responses are inauthentic, which gets even more troublesome.